On to the next story, we have unfortunately the of all time, and this is about none other than Kimani. Kimani had been a host on one of our local TV stations, and he did a very good job at it, by the way. But unfortunately, stuff started happening in a way that we're like, what's going on with this young man? He started going on rants on social media where he would pretty much be saying crazy things. Like the one I watched last was the one he was talking about how someone infected him with HIV and so on and so forth. And then he apparently he came out and said that was attention from my dad. I wanted to get attention from my dad. So I don't know, something about that whole story just rubbed me the wrong way. But it was always giving like something is wrong with a young man, Kimani. Now, what has happened recently is his dad went on a show, on Ogobina's show, and he started having a conversation about it. And according to him, the timelines are as such. In 2020, the young man had a birthday party, and it was a big party. And apparently, it was after this party that there were videos that were being shown. His daughter was showing him videos of Cairo, being forced to drink something, and he was just like puking all over the place. So he was being forced by these girls to drink something. And according to the video that she showed the dad, there was some white sediments that were being added to his drink. And she was like, yeah, I think that's drugs, some drugs that are being forced down his throat. But he seemed like he was in a very horrible state of affairs in terms of the party was not going very well. He was being forced to drink something that was clearly affecting his body. This led to him being put in hospital. And yes, once they did the toxology, they found out that he had some marijuana in his system, and he had other drugs in his system, right? He was, nursed back to health and all went okay until later on when he relapsed. And the girlfriend stroke ex-fiance then called the dad and said, he's just talking. He's just talking. I don't know what he's saying, but he's just talking. And handed the phone to Kimani, who was just talking. He was just rambling, yeah. And no one would really clearly state, what is he saying? What are the words that are coming out of his mouth? It couldn't be detected what he was saying. And so she rushed him to hospital. And it was during this hospital stint that they discovered that, again, from the toxicology, that he had consumed the drugs again, that he had consumed some substances that were affecting him. Now, after this, the bill became so high. It went from, it was 600,000 Kenya shillings for his hospital bill. And they were asking for a down payment of 200,000 Kenya shillings, to which Kimani told the dad, hey, take my logbook, take my car, sell it, so we can be able to offset this hospital bill, which is what happened. And when people were saying, oh, he stole the car, something, no, apparently it was his consent. He gave consent to sell the car to pay for the bills, right? Ultimately, the relapses apparently keep happening. But at this moment in time, Kimani is safely in the presence of not just family members, but really good neighbors, somewhere in Makongeni in Thika. They said Block 10 Makongeni in Thika, where people are monitoring him. He's under lock and key. Even if he tries to pull a stunt, people are there. They will be able to see him, and he will be stopped from doing anything silly that could be self-harm to him. So at this moment in time, the dad is taking care of him. The family is taking care of him. He's in safe hands. He's okay. He's recovering. But I don't know. Why would people be this malicious? Because he had such a promising career. Apparently, he was an A student from Njiri. He went to Njiri and another school in Karura. He was an A student. He was supporting his family financially because he's the firstborn. Like, he seemed like he had a really promising career. So I don't know, did people maliciously drug him and mess with his mind, or were there underlying issues, mental health issues, that then led up to this? Because let's not forget, apparently at some point during a meeting, a conference meeting with the dad and a few other people where he was a director, he just stood up and said, I have been drunk for 3 days. And he had dropped his car at the parking lot and left it open. So I don't know, were there underlying issues that were exacerbated by stress, or is this a drug issue where someone drugged him and it messed with his mind? I still have no idea. But either way, Kimani, be of good health.
I feel like this is one of the biggest cautionary tales of our time.
Absolutely.
Because we have seen this person, we have related to everything that he does, him being a public figure and everything, and then him falling to such depths, and you just don't know how you can help it.
28 years old.
And he is so young, so promising. He is our age. So sometimes it's very scary to see this things happen to your peers, but what better cautionary tale than this? No, if it's good to experiment. A lot of us experimented and realized, I actually don't like alcohol. I actually don't like, you know, this drugs. And we, you know, we called it quits there. But it's also the company you keep, the people around you. Because even us, sometimes we're in circles where people are just using drugs and you're like, you do know that's illegal, yeah? And it's all about the people you keep around you. That's the message you have to take home from this. The people you keep around you. If they're fun times people, yeah, you guys are going to do some dark things, and then when things hit the fan, you're left on your own. It's only your parents who have your back right now. There was this video of the dad visiting him in rehab. I think the last time he was in rehab. And, you know, when I saw that video, it just hit home. You know, that's that father carrying small fruits, you know, to go visit his son. That thing hit me. And if that does not strike something in you, and if you're doing something you just don't feel compelled to change, I don't know how else we can help you. But we do hope the best for him. Yesterday I did see a tweet saying that he has been enrolled into a new rehab center, and we just hope for the best this time. It's just prayer and love to you, Kimani. We do hope you get better.